120 days, 4,500 class periods, and nearly 19,000 school bells. We survived it all. While those numbers may speak volumes about the time we spent here at Timber Creek, how can we truly measure our high school experience? If you're an athlete, maybe you'll try to measure it in the number of goals you scored, or the number of games you won. If you're a musician, perhaps you'll try to measure your time here in the number of concerts you performed on in the stage of the PAC, or the number of times you went to MPA. If you're a procrastinator, which most of us are, maybe you'll try to measure your time here in the number of all-nighters you pulled, or the number of times you crammed the class period right before a big exam. No matter who you are or what your role at the school was, you're bound to attempt to find a number in which to gauge your years here at Timber Creek. The problem is that you can't measure a journey as significant as high school merely in numbers. When you look back at this time in your life, you need to remember everything that happened here rather than simply measure it. Because life isn't a math equation, and sometimes numbers just don't add up. I hope you remember high school in terms of the friends you met and the memories you made. Remember the teachers that changed your life and the multitude of knowledge you acquired both inside and outside of the classroom. Never forget what it felt like to be an awkward freshman, or how triumphant it was when we finally became seniors. Don't worry about that time you tripped walking up the stairs, or in my case, the day you wore 2 different flip-flops to school. Who cares if you failed that chemistry test or stuttered during your speech in English class? In the end, none of it will matter. If you fell on your face here, good. Better now rather than later, right? If you ever embarrass yourself here, so what? It's made you a stronger person. And if you ever pushed yourself farther than you ever knew you could, congratulations. You exceeded even your own expectations. High school was about discovering who you truly were and taking chances. Losing yourself and finding what makes you happy. It was about appreciating the good times and learning from your mistakes. But most importantly, high school is about realizing that people change, and if they can, you can too. You're not the same person you were 4 years ago, and 4 years from now, you won't be the same person who sits here today. So whether you want to admit it or not, high school changed you, and all you have left to remember the journey you took are the memories you made, and very shortly, the diploma you've earned. So as you sit there now, waiting patiently, or impatiently for some of you, to walk across the stage and receive your diploma, I ask you for one thing and one thing only. Please, remember this. Soak in these next few moments as much as you can. Remember who you're sitting next to and how you feel. Remember the family that's proudly supporting you up in the stands and has been there for you all along. Remember how uncomfortable you are in your high heels or your pressed shirts, and how nerve-wracking it is to think that after all this time, it's actually over. But most importantly, I hope you remember the excitement that's rushing through your veins and the sense of accomplishment that's emanating from your smile. Because never again will you relive these next few moments. Trust me on this one. Take a breath and take it in, so that one day when you look back at your time here, you'll always remember just how proud you were to graduate as a Timber Creek Wolf. And never forget that no matter where we all go, or what we all do in life, we will always be connected by the time that we've spent here over these past 4 years. Thank you.